Hey everyone, I'd like to talk to you about AI tools for teachers. This is new stuff and it's a game changer to really take a lot of things off your plate so that you can pay attention to what's important. So again, these are AI tools for teachers. This is not part of the argument of whether or not high school students should be using AI. That's a different argument altogether. These tools are created for teachers to help with things like differentiation, on-the-fly translation, creation of formative and summative assessments, and more, and a ton more. So without further ado, let's get started. There are benefits of AI in the classroom for teachers. It can automate time-consuming tasks like creating quizzes or creating assignments with vocabulary. And again, it can really differentiate making something grade level 7 versus grade level 11. And we can do those things and then put them into Google Classroom in a way that if it's an inclusion class, the children would have no idea who has what for assignments. The first one I want to talk about is DFIT. And just on a side note, if you do sign up before November 1st, and I know that's coming, you will receive full premium features until January 31st. This is their kickoff of DFIT, and I think it's a great offer. We've had discussions about whether or not we should purchase these things, and I think this is a great opportunity to really dive in, see all the features, see if it's worth it for us. So with that said, DFIT does allow you to adapt reading levels, generate quizzes, vocabulary lists. Let's just jump in. So here we are in DFIT, and this is really our landing page. So we have these three options that we can put literally anything in this topic bar, or we can go and grab a URL of a video or a specific site, an article, or we can put in any text or an excerpt. So this is the one I suggest if you're doing ELA and you're looking at a specific poem or a specific chapter of a novel, or even if you have an e-textbook and you want to grab a chapter, go ahead and copy and paste it and put it right in here. This is one of those things where whether we're premium or not will make an effect, because I believe the regular free version is 1,000 words and the paid premium is 5,000. Double check me, but I know that is one of the differences. The exact numbers, I'm not sure. Okay, so immediately off the bat, you can take whatever topic you want and you can change it to the reading level and language. So why would we want to do this? So if I were doing the Great Depression, or if I were reading a novel about the Great Depression and I wanted to get some background knowledge for the kids so that they could jump in and really understand this time period, I could put Great Depression right in here, make it, I don't know, 9th grade reading level, and here I could do English. If I have a student whose native language is Russian, I might want to give them this background information in their native language so that when we start working with the subject matter, they have a better understanding. Let's try light refraction through water. And again, you can type in anything you want, mitosis, whatever. So 9th grade English, let's see what it comes up with. Okay, so here we are, 9th grade. We can still translate on the fly. Light refraction through water. So here's a reading passage for the 9th grade reading level. Here's the summary, 3 bullet points. Now it automatically created this vocabulary list based on the sample above. I could easily add to this list. If I have words that I already use, I can put them right in here. Or I can just say, you know what, you pick an extra word or multiple words, because I want a longer list. And here is your extra word. Multiple choice questions. Click this button and I can see the answers. And I do want to stop for a second and say, this is AI. It is not necessarily perfect. And you do need to look to make sure that it's not only correct, but if there's a bias involved. So never send anything out without your review. So here are your answers down here. You can easily edit if you don't like a particular word or the way it's described. You can copy and put it somewhere if you want to. So I'm going to hide those answers right now. I can also add, because they only gave us 3, I can add additional questions. I can add multiple down here. And this is what I really like: basic comprehension, simple reasoning, all the way down to extended thinking. So I'm going to grab just one of these. I want an extra, just one. This is what it looks like, what it's thinking. Oh, too quick to even see it. It was thinking, and then here it goes. So what causes light to slow down and change direction when it enters the water? So again, even though it's a new one that we added, when I say show answers, it will do that for us. So short answers are also an option. You can, again, do all those wonderful things, and you can still add questions. I'm going to go with strategic thinking, just one, and to generate it. Okay, it gave us 2. That's nice. So how might this be useful in everyday life? Interesting. What other materials besides water can cause light to refract? So that's nice. So open-ended prompts, these are great. Obviously no answer if they're open-ended, but I really like how sometimes these hit on SEL and kind of just more reflective practices. So that's a good one. So this is what's automatically generated based on a topic or an excerpt or a YouTube video. So you put this in, this is generated. So when we pop up here and we hit export and share, so we can share all of these things with students. So if it's a Google form, well, that's your quiz right there. Those questions will now be generated as a quiz, and I can show it to you. It's automatically set up. This is good. They know teaching because they're taking off the reading level automatically so that a student wouldn't see that they're reading something at a lower level. They took out the original text. You can add or subtract any of these things. And let's just open up forms and see what happens. So here we are with the form that was generated by AI. We asked it to put this passage in. You can absolutely say take it in or take any of these out. And what's great is because the excerpt is up top, now students can answer these things. And again, you can add questions or take them out or add a picture. It's totally up to you. When I click this, I can see that this is what students would see. And this is a 1-point question. Now, when you go back to edit, you can change that. You can make this one more than this one. But when a student goes in and answers it, you will automatically get the data from that, and it will correct it for you. So here are your short answers. This would be corrected by you, and your open-ended prompts corrected by you. But just think about how much time that saves you right there. So back to the export with students options. There are so many. Vocabulary practice, I really like this. This is the Freyer model. So the AI will make multiple slides in this slide deck, and it will automatically put the vocab word in the middle and its definition here, and the student would have to fill out the rest. So because it's in a Google slide, now you can go pop it into Google Classroom, make a copy for each student, and you're done. All these other options. Claims and evidence, that's a really good one. And again, it will put the excerpt in. I mean, it's just going on and on. So I invite you to check it out. It's really good stuff. So when you log in with your Google, you will again have this page here, and then your resources stay right in here. The next one's Magic School. It really helps you with the creation of lesson plans, unit plans. It can help with writing IEPs and assessments, and great with communication to parents and such. So let's check out Magic School. Pretty different from DFIT. Here is Magic School. Once you log in with your Google account, you will see all these options. I believe there are over 50, and it will show you all, but let's separate them. Here's the planning one, lesson plan generator. Really good stuff. It also, if you put in the type of standard you want it to align with, it will do that for you. Unit plan generator as well. Rubric generator, really good stuff. Pick out the grade level. You can choose your point scale and now hit generate. So here we go. We have your introduction. We have a 3, 2, 1. It's just I need to scroll it. So your rubric is created. You can also edit it. You can share it. You can make a copy of it. One thing I like is so often we create a rubric and many times students don't read it clearly until the end after it's passed in and they say, why did I get this? If you hit questions, it will make a question, multiple choice question worksheet so that students are forced to look at the rubric. So I really like this. So when I hand out the rubric, I would also hand this out to ensure that they're actually reading it. I think this is pretty powerful. AI resistant assignment suggestions. So if you put in your assignment description, it will help you make it more challenging for chatbots to give answers to students. IEP generator, I was working with the special ed department with Magic School. They said it's a good starting point. The email family tool is an interesting one. If you put your name in, so if I put in my name and give some content, you can see I've really not given a lot of attention to detail, but this is the message I want to get across. When I click generate, so this is something I definitely could write myself, but just throwing this in the content generator and it turning into this just gives me a lot more free time. And again, this is in beta, but to be able to translate this on the fly really could help bridge the gap between parents and teachers. Also, don't forget, we have a colleague song generator, so definitely check that out. The last AI tool I have to share with you today is QuestionWell, and it is similar to Diffit. However, it does something that Diffit does not do yet. It can easily grab all of the questions that AI generates within a few clicks of a button. All of your multiple choice questions will go directly into Gimkit or Kahoot or Blookit. So this is what separates QuestionWell, I think, from Diffit. I prefer Diffit's clean user interface, but QuestionWell does have this. So for the gamification, I would definitely choose QuestionWell. Let's check it out. So QuestionWell looks like this. And here's the landing page for QuestionWell. As you can see, there's a lot going on here. But similar to Diffit, you can put in light refraction through water again. Let's give it a shot. It does do the translation, as Diffit does. You can also upload a PDF, a doc. You can copy and paste the exact excerpt if you want. You can link to a YouTube video or web page. Or you can just leave it blank if this is what you want for the topic. Your question types, multiple choice, fill in the blank, short answer. So there is an upgrade option here. So here are our AI generated multiple choice questions and answers. If we don't like it, we can click this. If you want to select all of them, you can do that and have them printed out. You can print it out like this so you have it on paper. You can also print it out with the answers so it will act as a study guide. You can include your learning outcomes, and you can include your essential questions. So you can see how this could be really helpful when you're writing your lesson plans. So we have the multiple choice with our answers. You can also check it with a Google search, which is kind of nice to make sure that it's accurate. When you come over to export, this is where the question wheel magic happens. So you can easily click these export buttons and it will download to your computer, and then you can put it right in to your gamified platform. So let's try Blooket. Select the questions. Oh, I didn't do that. So you can select all the questions that you want to put into these exporting software programs. So I'm going to try Blooket. It says that it has been exported. And here it is. There is no guarantee of accuracy. That is up to us. That falls on us to make sure that AI got it right. So now when we go to Blooket, we can create. So here's our new Blooket. You can put your title, description, and we're going to import the CSV. And then we're going to upload that. Grab the one that we just got from our question well. And here it is. Now you can play. It's that quick. So that's question well. Again, it's amazing as far as its exporting, but it does a lot of things that Diffit does. And Diffit, again, is free until January 31st with a lot of basic options that are free too. So here are some additional resources. And I want to thank you for giving me a bit of your time, and hopefully this will take a lot of things off of your already very busy plates. I just want to say thank you for your time, and if you could give me any feedback, I'd really appreciate that. Thanks so much.